Hello, namaste. Guys, I'm hiking here up to a beautiful viewpoint in Austria on a mountain. It is beautiful here and hot. So I was the last half of a year in India. And before that, I was traveling a lot around in Southeast Asia. And what I brought from there, many things actually. A lot of experience and knowledge, wisdom, ancient wisdom. And maybe I'm a person, I am very curious and I always wanted to know, why am I here? Why is life what it is? Or what does life mean? And I found out a lot of things. First of all, prepare for some stories, yeah? While we hike together up this mountain until the viewpoint, you have to be aware and be curious about the story. So, my personal experience was not so easy in the past. And I experienced drama in this personality, Nadine, conditioned from the German mindset. And why I'm saying this, because I'm a person, I try to look through life at the wider perspective, from the soul. And this was very helpful for me in my life already, to understand life and to love life more. So, body, mind and soul. I wanted to know what that means. Spirituality. And that was not so, let's say, well known in Germany where I grew up. Spirituality there has not so much place somehow, because of the industry and everybody's busy and works, has to learn and has to earn money, has to spend money. And of course money is amazing, but I grew up with enough money, let's say, not a lot, but it was enough money. So for me that was never really interesting. It was good to have, definitely, and thanks to my family, that way always helped me also out of money while I was traveling. But for me as a person who is more spiritual, I wanted to know more. I wanted to find out more. And then in one day, during my last 5 years of traveling, I found out I'm not the drama, I'm not the trauma, I'm not eating disorders, I'm not bulimia, I'm not the one who has panic attacks. I experienced that through this body, but I was never that, because I was the one who was experiencing it. And then I realized then I can also get rid of that stuff. So I healed myself, because I didn't just, let's say, I didn't believe it anymore. And I changed many things. I changed the mindset completely. And with the mind, because everything is mental first, I changed the feeling. I changed, let's say, the mood. And the body, of course, is just the end of the chain, which also changed. I lost 45 kilos on this way. And wow, I experienced so many things. And then I also experienced, I'm not the body, because the body is physical. After we die, body is gone. I'm not the senses connected to this body, because, of course they are amazing, because with the senses we can experience this life. And this is a precious gift from the universe, that we can do that. And I also experienced pain and suffering from the ego mind, which is conditioned from the outside. Meaning, there came the suffering from. And then I tried. Wait, there's somebody coming. So, let's have a short break. Hallo, grüß dich. Okay, so I experienced even more. I'm not the body, I'm not the thoughts from the conditionings from the outside, from school, from the media, from the government. And I knew somehow I am the heart. I am the soul which is loving everybody, which has a lot of energy for life, a lot of love for life. And I wanted to bring more into my life. And I changed completely the perspective, or the most of the time. That means I was looking more and more often from the perspective of my soul down to my personality, and I saw what Nadine is doing. What is Nadine doing? How does she handle life? How does she behave? And what is in her subconsciousness? And so you're watching yourself by living. Okay. Very interesting, guys. And it's possible for everybody because you just zoom out. You change the perspective from ego perspective. From there is just the me experiencing life alone on this planet. You just swap and you zoom out to the perspective of unity. Meaning, your soul knows that it is a part of a big consciousness anyway. Your small soul is part of the big soul, of the universe, of creation itself, of God, however you call it. And when you watch life through this perspective of the big soul, of the big consciousness, you see the soul in everybody. You see yourself in everybody. You take everything from the outside back to yourself, because the outside is just a mirror of your own inner mind, of your belief, of your subconsciousness. How interesting. So you cannot go out and blame anybody for your life, because there's nobody to blame. There is always just the same consciousness playing different roles, different people in your life playing different roles for you to let you grow, that we can grow together, and that we can love more. Basically everything what is not love in your life can be solved and can be transformed into love easily when you change the perspective of your life. When there is no ego. And of course there is an ego, because this is coming with this personality and the body and your life experience from the past. But it's super simple. You can just allow your ego to be there. You can allow everything what is there to be there, because it's all wanted to experience it. And then when you feel something is hard, or you have pain, you feel tension, you feel problems, you feel anger, you feel strong old emotions, or anything that doesn't belong to you, you feel this with the body, with emotions, or when you think negative. It's all just a reminder that something is there for you what wants to move, what is not you. And you can solve that with small meditation, just sitting there in peace or in nature, whatever your meditation is, where you are in stillness, where you are quiet, where nobody is with you, where you can just sit. And when you just sit, You close your eyes, you breathe, you allow everything what is there. Thoughts might come, pain from the body might come, and you just zoom out and you observe all of that. And when you zoom out, you realize, I'm not it. I'm the one who is noticing it. Wow. And then you feel already something changed. And then you can zoom even more out, where you see, what is life? What is reality showing to me? Over and over again. And exactly that, what makes you suffering, is your biggest teaching to learn something. And this is very beautiful when you realize that. And now, other people come, so I have to make a break again. Okay, wait. Hallo, grüß euch. Hallo, grüß dich. In Austria people say grüß dich or grüß dich Gott. That means basically I'm greeting you or greeting you God, which is actually nice. It's like namaste, but in like another dialect. Okay, anyway, you zoom out in your meditation, you realize something in the now, what is bothering you, because it's there in form of pain, suffering, tension, any obstacles which is there, you watch and you see, wow, this is there, this wants to be seen, this wants to be free. What's the best possibility now to let go of that my life is easier, lighter, more beautiful? I give you an example. For example, my personality always thinks maybe I'm not good enough. Yeah. So when I see people around me who think they are not good enough, and I observe that and I see that, and this is making me sad because it's not true, I realize, wow, this is my own mirror, because I feel tension in my belly, I feel disharmony in myself. So you take it back to yourself and you realize, okay, I still have these thoughts in my subconsciousness somewhere hidden that I'm not good enough. Okay, this is all not true anyway. So how can I let go of that peace, of that situation, to create a peace? I zoom out and I just see this is a self-belief from the past, from my childhood, what Nadine experienced in her childhood, from my personality, but this personality is trained from the outside. So this is a wrong self-belief and it has nothing to do with me. So give it back to source in peace. And if it makes you sad, allow the emotion to come out. If it makes you angry, allow it. Just allow the emotion, because the emotions, they give us more energy. So when you have lower energies and lower emotions, they want to be free. So when you allow that, it's beautiful. Because afterwards you have more space for yourself, for love, and more beauty in life. You find your own belief, and you can always ask your heart, what is actually true then, when I'm not, or when you suffer and you think I'm not good enough, ask your heart, is it true? Your heart will tell you the truth, because it's definitely for us all the same. We are all part of creation, source, which is already good enough. And in this lifetime, I believe, we are experiencing personal things through this body, through this personality. We're experiencing with the senses, nature, and this whole planet, the whole planet Earth. And this is amazing. And we can experience even more when we are free from these negative thoughts coming from our personal experiences from the past. And this concept, what I was telling to you, to zoom out and to see it from a wider perspective, is called non-duality. Or Vedanta Advaita also. Yogis know that from India. Where you just watch your personality, what is going on. You're not blaming yourself. You're observing everything with gratitude and love for yourself. And so for everybody else around you. Because you're taking everything back to your own field. Nothing is separate here on this planet. And this is the most beautiful experience I can share with you from the last 5 years of traveling, experiencing different philosophies, different yoga types, sacred teachings from many, many different gurus. And it's simple as it is, really. You are living and you're experiencing life through this body, this physical body, through this personality, which has a name. You're experiencing life with the senses, with the emotions and feelings, and this is beautiful. And it is always like this. But try to zoom out, to come to unity consciousness, to solve problems, to suffer less, to feel more love, and to feel the connection to everything. To feel the connection and to see yourself in everybody else. And guys, trust me, life is so much more beautiful. Basically, I saw in every suffering in the outside myself. When I experienced depression, when I experienced negative thoughts, self-destroying patterns, and I see it in other people because they don't know their possibilities and they don't know what spirituality can give them in their life. Where I grew up in Europe, spirituality is like a religion or a concept, but it is life. It is beautiful. This is why we are here, if you ask me. And it's totally getting lost. Because I believe in these times right now, we have to bring it back. Especially to Europe, where everything is more materialistic. And everybody grows up in anxiety, in fear of existence. So, more and more time you spend with yourself, more and more you're experiencing yourself. You can feel your soul, you can feel your heart. And when you can feel yourself, you can reflect on yourself. You can see what is in the outside. Maybe it's an argument, something with another person. Maybe you were blaming somebody else. You were cheating on somebody else. Why? Because you should learn that it doesn't feel good, that you can reflect on that and that you can create more love. You can give it back to yourself. Meaning, when you, for example, blaming somebody else, maybe you're just angry because something in your life doesn't work as you want, because you're not happy. And it's not the fault of anybody else. You can see this is a reminder for yourself to create more happiness in your own life, or to be more reflected in your own life, to know yourself better. It's all about coming out of the ego and experiencing unity. Because when we experience unity, our energies are merging together. We see energy everywhere. We see beauty in everything. We see beauty in nature where we are, in every tree, in every waterfall, in every animal, in every mountain, in every stone. It's a manifestation of the universe, of creation. And the only one who thinks it has to suffer, it is separate, it's not easy, this is the ego mind, conditioned from the outside since you are here on this planet. And it's all happening in your head and not in your heart anymore. And if you feel there is some truth in that, try it out. To feel more, to connect more again with yourself. Because many, many people are far away from themselves or from themselves. They're experiencing a lot of ego right now. And it's causing suffering. And that's what we all don't want. We all want higher emotions like bliss and satisfaction, peace, joy. I think joy is the best thing. Joy is power for life. This gives me always energy when I feel when I think one thought about joy, what gave me joy, I come straight away back into the feeling, and some energy is coming with that, and I can do it again and again and again. Being in nature, for example, hiking right now, knowing I can watch the sunset. This always makes me happy, so I can do it over and over again. And it doesn't cost anything. It's just beautiful. Yes. And we all want that feeling. We want to share it, but we don't know anymore how. And we look in the outside for solutions, and the whole universe is here inside of yourself. And this is what people have to realize again when they don't think they are busy all the time. You know, we are trained in the head, in the personalities, to think we are responsible for so many things. And when we think that, we don't have time to feel, we don't have time to meditate, we don't have time to come back to stillness and peace of mind, to gratitude. Yeah. So let that information from this video sink a little bit, and see if there is any resonance, because my heart is talking to your heart right now about possibilities, about different perspectives of life, more beautiful perspectives. And yeah, life is simple, very simple, when we know who we are, when we know what is our possibility, and then we can share that and we can enjoy it together. And this is what I'm missing a little bit, to enjoy this together. I can find people from all over the planet, but I want to enjoy it at home, where I grew up. Why is it not there? Maybe I should bring it there. Who knows what the universe wants me to do. Yeah. So, finally, we are up the hill. 25 minutes later. And I show you guys now this beautiful view. I watch now sunset, sitting there, receiving energy from the sun, sunlight, and let's be in stillness for a little bit. Write me a comment under this video if you feel it. I'm open for sharings, and I love you guys. I show you the view, and then I will turn off the phone. Isn't that beautiful?